Hey guys, and welcome back to Linglips. Today is going to be a February favourites video. So basically I tell you guys all about the products I've been loving for the month of February, and I will link them all in the description bar below so that you guys can go and check them out, do your research, maybe even buy a few, you never know. So we're going to hop into it and see what I've been loving. So the first thing makeup wise is a new skin base that I found. Now generally I'm quite sceptical when it comes to BB creams. I prefer my full coverage foundations that's going to cover all the facial sins that I got going on. But I discovered the Rimmel London BB cream Radiance 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup. So this stuff is pretty incredible and it claims to do a lot of things. It says, wake up the skin with a healthy looking glow, 9-in-1 Perfecting Super Makeup. Primes, smooths, conceals, helps minimise the appearance of pores, provides natural holding coverage, moisturises for 24 hours, awakens tired skin, brightens the skin with vitamin C complex and gives a radiant finish. So that is a lot of things in this tiny little bottle that it claims to do. However, I am going to agree with it. It gives you one of those days, it's not a great, I don't mean it's not great coverage, it's not full coverage, but it gives you a pretty good coverage for something that is a BB cream, and it makes you look like you're just having a really nice skin day. So it doesn't look like you've got too much on. It's buildable should you need to. Just think this is a great product. The next thing is more of a beauty tool, and this is something that actually my sister introduced me to when I stayed down in Montrose, and that is the W7 Power Puff. So this is essentially like an extremely cheap copy of the Beauty Blender, which I actually have one of, and I'm actually supposed to be doing a review, like comparison kind of video, but this is what it looks like. It feels quite tough, although I will say that once you wet it they become really kind of soft and fluffy and you can squeeze them right down, and these just change the game of your makeup. Easy to blend concealer, foundation, I've even used this for cream contour, and I just think it's really great. So if you can get your hands on one of these, get one because they're worth it. Next thing for makeup is again for the skin, and this is a new discovery for me. Now I've never tried much of Maybelline products, especially their face products, but I discovered the Maybelline New York Face Studio Blush, and this is in 60 and this is Cosmopolitan. For a start off, I really like the packaging of this. I think it's quite cute. Just makes me a bit weird. Anyway, this is a lovely peach undertone pink. It's so nice, such a natural looking colour blush. I have it on today. So yeah, there's not much else to say about this. It blends really nicely, the pigment's quite high, so be gentle when you're applying it to your brush before your face. And apart from that, it's a really great blush, and it's quite affordable as well. Am I correct, Sean? No. Okay. Lastly, for the face on the makeup front, is actually a concealer. Now I don't know if I've actually mentioned this concealer on my channel before, but it is the Match Perfection 2-in-1 Concealer and Highlighter. I really like this. I use this under my eyes in triangles, down the bridge of my nose, centre of the forehead, and the cupid's bow of my lips, just to kind of highlight it. And it does work really well all over the face as well. However, I do prefer to use my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer for that, but this is really good and I do like it. It's like the concealer version of the foundation, which is exactly what I was going for. Okay, so second to last for makeup are lip products, and they are some of my favourite products to buy, especially from the drugstore at the moment. So the first one, again, is a new discovery for me. Now I'd heard loads of people raving about them, reviewing them. I'd seen Tanya Burr release them herself. I just wasn't really that interested to try them until I tried one. Now I'm hooked. So this is the Tanya Burr lip gloss in the shade Picnic at the Park. This is really nice. I don't like sticky lip glosses, and this isn't sticky. It's almost tacky. So there's a bit of grip, so you know it's going to stay on the lips, and it does. It stays on the lips really well. And it's quite pigmented for being marketed as a lip gloss. It's kind of almost on the verge of a liquid lipstick, but these are fantastic. So yeah, if you could pick these up, I would. They have enough tackiness to stay on the lips, however they're not really sticky and gloppy, so they're really nice, and I do like these. And second for lips is the Makeup Revolution liquid lipstick. This is a Salvation Velvet Lacquer. It's essentially a matte liquid lipstick from an affordable brand at the drugstore. As far as I'm aware, we have them in the UK. I do believe they've newly released in the US, so if you guys want to get a hold of them, I will try and link the US website below. If not, you can order from the UK, they do ship to the US. And this is a really bright purple. Does it even have a colour on it? Velvet Depravity. I'm going to go with that as the shade because I can't find another one anywhere else. This is a bit of a bold colour. It is a lilac. I will insert a picture of me wearing this here or a mini clip of me applying it. It is really, really nice, and if you're one to go for bold lip colours, then go for it because they are amazing. Oh my god, I've got a spot. Oh yeah, that's the bit Spuggy thought was pizza. Lastly for makeup this month is an eyeshadow palette. Now many of you may have seen reviews on this on YouTube already. I was a bit late to the game, however I did get it for Christmas and I'm loving it. It's the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I don't know how you can quite be naked and smoky at the same time, but who cares, it's cool. So this is essentially the palette here. I really like this because I find myself being able to use all the colours in here as wearable daytime shades. At the same time I can vamp it up for nighttime, I can make it a bit more dark, a bit more sultry for going out. I just think this is a great all-round palette, and generally when I've been going away, this is what I've been taking as well. So really, really been loving this. It does come with a dual-ended brush, but that's in my makeup brush pot through the house, so I don't have that, but been loving this. We'll start with hair. Okay, so as I said in my previous video, which was an empties video I believe, I will link that in the description bar below. I went through a bit of a hair transformation this year, and I've been messing around with it crazy amounts. And something that I found that has really been helping is the Garnier Ultimate Blends, the Nourishing Repair Balm. This is essentially a really rich, deep moisturiser. Moisturiser? What the hell's wrong with me? It's essentially an intense conditioner for the hair. I suppose it could be a hair moisturiser. Anyway, a conditioner for the hair. It smells incredible. With avocado oil and shea butter. It smells really, really nice. It's very thick, very rich, very creamy. Goes into the hair really nicely, and I generally put this on, leave it for 10-15 minutes, wash out in the shower, and my hair comes out looking fab the next day. No tangles, no knots, nothing. It's brilliant. Oh. Next up for hair care is the Tresemme Heat Defense up to 230° protection against heat damage styling spray. I've really been loving this. I never used to use a heat protectant until I started dyeing my hair more regularly, and I realised that the more I blow dried, the more I straightened, the more I curled, the more damaged my hair appeared to feel, and the less my styling tools were actually working. So I decided to go for this. And I've really been loving it. It's usually on sale in Superdrug and Boots, so it's not an expensive product. It's always under the £5. At least under £7. I have seen it go more expensive in Boots, so you're better off buying it somewhere like Superdrug or Savers. But it is really, really good. Spray it on dry or wet hair, so it's brilliant for an all-round purpose. For skin this month, I have been loving the L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Oil Facial Cleansing Oil. Yeah, that was right. I did mention this in my previous video. Again, I'll link that in the description bar below so you can go and check it out. But I won't dwell on this very much. It's a facial oil that removes makeup. Essentially, a few pumps in the palm of your hand, rub them together, rub it on your face, wash it off with some hot water or a flannel, and it removes all of your makeup. It's brilliant. Love it. Leaves your skin feeling great. Lastly for skin is a deodorant. Now, I put this in with the skincare because I guess it is kind of skincare because it's for your underarm skin. Care for it. Anyway, I generally really struggle with overactive sweat glands, so I tend to sweat loads or I tend to sweat not at all. It doesn't smell, I hope. However, I do sweat a lot sometimes, and I've struggled to find a deodorant that really works for me. And this one is the Mitchum Advanced Control 48-Hour Protection, and it's powder fresh. I really like this. I actually heard Fleur de Force talk about this. I'll link her channel below as well. I actually heard Fleur de Force talk about this. She actually uses, is it the liquid one or the gel one or whatever? And I decided to give this one a try. It's really good. It seems to protect me for the length of time it says. Generally I'll put it on in the evenings after a shower so that it has the night to kind of work through the skin, and it works really well the next day. So I've been really loving this, and if you struggle with the same problem I do, you might love it. Okay, so teeth are a bit of a random category to put in here. However, I have been loving a new toothpaste, and if I'm raving about a toothpaste, you know it's good because I don't like toothpaste. This is the Oral-B 3D White Luxe, and this is the Glamorous Shine one. They actually do have quite a few different ones. This is the one I chose to use, and it's because it said it removes up to 90% of surface stains in 5 days, protects from future stains. So this sounded great to me. I only have 4 adult teeth, the rest are baby teeth. I don't think I'm going to get adult teeth, but anyway. So my teeth tend to stain really easily. So I decided to try this month to try and whiten my teeth as much as possible. So this has really been helping, and I actually think it's made a pretty good difference. Next up for teeth, as I was saying, I've been trying to whiten my teeth this year, and I decided to order these, which are the Pro Formula Zero Peroxide Crystal Whites Advanced Whitening Strips. So essentially these are like a more affordable option of the Crest whitening strips. Now we actually only got those released in the UK quite recently, and you actually have to go to a dentist to get them to show you how it's done and all this jazz. What's her name? Who was it that did it? Talk Becky Talk actually did a video on getting hers done, so I will link that below. But I bought these ones because they're available here in the UK. These again are really good. They don't make your teeth sensitive, which is always quite hard to find when you're finding teeth whitening products, is to try and find something that isn't going to irritate the gums and it's not going to make the teeth really sensitive, especially if you have sensitive teeth anyway. So I've been using these, I've been loving them, and I will link them below, like I said. Well, that's it for my February favourites 2016. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and if you would be so kind as to subscribe, like and share my channel with as many people as you can, I'd really appreciate it. I will link my most recent video in the description bar below, along with all the products that I spoke about today with links to where you can purchase them. So if you fancy joining me again, why don't you come back on Sunday for a brand new video. Bye guys! I'm going to share them with you. So without further ado, let's get going. So the first product I have to show you is the L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Oil, and this is a facial cleansing